Hey YouTube, what's good, what's good?
Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel.
Yeah, first off, for everybody who's new here, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please subscribe. And also click on the bell so you can get notifications.
Yeah, that'd be important so you can get the fresh feed from us, you know what I mean?
He said the fresh feed.
Yeah. You don't want the old feed, you want the fresh feed.
The new feed.
You want to subscribe to get the old feed, but you want to hit the bell for the notifications to get the fresh feed. The fresh feed.
We're doing another car vlog for the 1000th time.
We're getting good at that though. Today's broadcast is brought to you by a new tripod that I have in my hand. Yeah. I don't want to name it yet because I don't know how good it's going to be, honestly.
I mean, I think it's going to do good.
I just assembled it, so I really don't know.
He wants to make sure that this little cheap
See?
Tripod exactly that I picked out on Amazon works.
That she picked it out, so I can't claim it. I didn't do any research.
She always says that I pick out cheap stuff.
Well, we're talking about a history of tech. And not all of them, but a little history. Yeah. Like how the fries guy got you with the laptops.
Oh my god.
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying my baby had no. She's good. She's good with picking out stuff. It's because she don't know. It's because she don't know the specs and she don't know the comparisons.
Like these people are driving crazy.
My wife is not driving crazy. Just for the disclaimer.
Yeah, I drive like an old woman when it's traffic.
Yeah. Who's the better driver here?
Me. Not you.
See, the other question is wait now. The 18-wheeler right there.
I know, I'm letting him go.
Yeah. We're in his blind spot, so.
And he keeps stopping way back here.
Yeah, that's okay. We ain't in a rush. Our lives is on the line. We're in his blind spot right now. If you can't see the driver, then he can't see you. Anyway,
okay, we got past the scary part. I don't know.
Goodness, because that threw me off a little bit there. He was like riding on the lines. So
I'm the best driver.
Okay, no, that's debatable. But I am the best navigator. So that's why you guys see me most of the time over here.
You navigating, but we got the navigation on.
What? No.
What are you navigating? What are you navigating?
I'm the Einstein, see? That was the point I was making right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We are officially 6 days away from our cruise.
Man, it's just crazy.
What else, babe? What else is 6 days away?
Our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
Well, it would be 6 days.
It is 6 days.
7 days.
It's 6 days.
You are on the fastest route despite slower than usual traffic. You should reach your destination by 6:22 p.m.
Lady, shut up.
No, I'm talking about the day we get on the boat.
Well, that means it's even less time for us to get out of here.
8 years.
That's crazy, huh?
Yes. Being married for 8 years. We're going to be married for 8 years, but what I wanted to talk about was when we got married. Remember that, babe?
Yeah.
So we're going to tell y'all a backstory. This is going to be like a story time car vlog. We're going to tell y'all the backstory about, we already told y'all how we met. If you have not seen that video, you can look through the videos. We'll probably have to link it so that you guys can see how we met. But how we got married, this is one of those story times. Can I get it out?
Amen. Yeah, it was once upon a time.
Boy, you play too much.
So,
you play entirely too much.
Once upon a time, there was a young prince, you know.
Not young. He was old. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, he was fresh. He was fresh to death. Fresh, coochie fresh to death.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we are. That's what we're getting down to.
Okay, let's be for real, baby.
All right.
How we got married. First of all, it was random. The day that we picked, which was May 25th, 2010, it was actually a random day. Right, babe?
Literally. Like, my wife came home from, was it school or work? It was one of them.
Work. I wasn't at school then.
Okay. And I thought she was joking. She was like, so, was you playing or was you serious about getting married? Just coming out the blue. Were you serious about being engaged? Let's go, you know, or you for real, you want to get married? And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. I wouldn't
Ain't that
propose.
The same thing? Are you serious about being engaged or do you want to get married?
Well, what you were saying was
that's how you know you lying, because you put two things together that don't make no sense, because that is not how that happens.
Because I was like, I took it as you were saying that we were a joke as far as being engaged, not like silly joke, but like it was pointless if we weren't going to actually get married and set a date or something.
No,
you know?
Sir. No, sir. Let me tell y'all. Let me start the story.
That was my side, you know.
Let me start the story, because he already telling y'all fib.
Of course.
Don't believe him.
My beautiful soon-to-be bride, you know.
No. At the time,
right, outside,
when we got together, we were living with each other, and my mother-in-law did not approve. My in-laws did not approve of us living together. As far as my parents go, they did not know we were living together. Remember that? Yeah. My mother-in-law had a serious conversation with me about if we were really going to get married, you know, we need to make things right. And I was like, I don't know. You know, I'd rather live with him before I just go up and go and marry somebody, because I don't know if I'm going to like him like that. But yeah.
So you still did come to me. Okay. And you were like, Are you serious about getting married?
Right.
And see, that's what I was like, where are you coming with this
Okay,
from?
that's a little bit of the backstory, okay?
I was like,
that's a little bit of this. Okay, so we ended up living with each other, and mind you, KO, he's from Dallas. So Dallas is about 4 hours away from here, 3.5 hours away. And I'm from San Antonio, which is an hour and a half away, which is where we're going now. But anyway, I told KO, I was like, okay, well, we was living in Houston, and I was like, well, I really want to go back home because I hated Houston. I couldn't stand Houston. And he was like, okay, babe, we'll go ahead, we'll move, you know, to Austin, and we'll go from there. So we went ahead and we moved to Austin, and we had already been talking about, we were already engaged at this point, right? Yeah. We ended up living with my sister for like a month because our apartment wasn't going to be ready. They were building our apartment pretty much. So our apartment wasn't going to be ready until like 30 days, right?
It was something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
It was a little bit over than that, I think. A little bit more than that.
But things happened to where people were stealing from us, and we just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, it was really bad.
So we ended up having to switch apartments, like where we were going to move to. And so we switched where we were going to move to.
And we didn't tell people where we were moving to.
Right.
That was the purpose.
We didn't tell anybody where we were moving to. Yeah. And so we ended up moving into our apartment together, and KO was like, you know, hey babe, we really need to go ahead and get married. We need to set the date. And I said, well, I want to get married on July 31st. Remember, we were set on July 31st. The day that we picked was random, and you're the one that said, hey, let's go get married. And I was like, really?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so this is what happened. July 31st was supposed to be our original wedding date. We was getting prepared. I wanted to have a wedding where my daddy walked me down the aisle. Correct. But at the time, I was not talking to my mom because some issues went on with that. But me and my mom wasn't really getting along at the time. And so something happened, and KO was just like, you know what, babe? Let's just go ahead and go get married, because, you know, we'll have a wedding another time. Like, we'll have a wedding, what did you say, babe? We would have a wedding when? I think he said we would have a wedding after after everything settles down.
Yeah, actual, walkthrough. Yeah.
So And where we were working at the time, honestly, you guys, was not making enough money to even have a wedding. And my family is huge. I have a really big family. KO has a really big family. Well, my family is bigger than KO's, but
I just started on my path. I hate to say this, but I did just start on my path to seeking career. You know, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I was nowhere near being able to afford anything like that.
Right. So KO says, you know what, babe, let's just go get our marriage license. This was in May. Like we moved in with each other, and we was like, okay, we'll go get the marriage license. And so we did. We went to go get our marriage license.
We had to get the license, right?
But we didn't know when we got the license that we had 30 days. It wasn't that we didn't want to do anything. It was just the time thing. So we ended up when we got our license, we had 30 days from that date to get married. Well, we got our license at the end of April, remember?
Right.
And so May 25th was just a day that it just happened where Kayla was like, babe, look, you know what? We just need to go and get married, and we'll figure out the wedding part after that. I know you want to get married on July 31st. We'll have the wedding next year. We should be more stable enough, and this is what we're going to do. And so, since it was so random, we called my in-laws. Remember? You called. And you was like, hey, mom and dad, we get married, and we're getting married on this day. And so my mother-in-law was like, oh my gosh, we got to be there. And so my mother-in-law, man, my in-laws are great. Like, I promise you guys, I'm so blessed to have the in-laws that I have. Because, like, within, 2 hours, she called and she was like, she was on her way, remember?
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't expecting them to come.
Yeah. And
at all.
We didn't think they were going to come, and I had asked my grandma to be our witness, which me and my grandma are like best friends, you guys. So my granny was, of course, going to be my witness if nobody else.
My dad brought my sisters. I was like,
right. Well, no, before we knew they were coming. Remember, we had just asked Granny to be our witness.
Correct.
Because since we were going to the courthouse, we knew we needed a witness, so we just asked Granny to do it.
Right.
And so then my in-laws was like, my mother-in-law wasn't going to miss it. She was not going to miss her baby boy getting married.
I guess not.
So they came, and we got married.
Yeah.
And I was hesitating getting married. Remember, baby, I was very hesitant.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if we should do this. This isn't the time. We're too young. And I think it was just the butterflies. But then when I got down the aisle, it wasn't no aisle. But then when we got down
to the front
of the courthouse, the courtroom, it was
just all eyes on us. But I was staring at her. As soon as I wanted to stare at her, and we were just kind of sitting side by side, looking at everybody, and I was like, the judge said, all right, face each other. I was like, yes.
She did.
I was like, yes.
And I was like, no.
Now I ain't got to look at nobody else but the person I want to look at for the rest of my life.
I was so nervous, you guys, but it turned out great.
Yeah.
We have to insert some pictures so you guys can see it. How young we look.
Yeah.
We were young, but we had a lot of people that were not supportive of our decision.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
They told us it wasn't gonna last. It wasn't gonna work. We're too young. Yeah. We need to grow more. It was a lot that we've experienced. And as a married couple, you guys, our marriage is not perfect, like, at all. We are learning every day about communication, right, babe?
That's correct.
We're learning about trust. We're learning about how to, have fun with each other. Yeah, it's a lot of maintenance when you get married.
Yes. It's like a house.
You got to keep the maintenance up on your marriage.
Yes, you got to.
And that was things that we've learned along the way. Again, like we said, we had people who wished us really bad, and they didn't want us been through a lot, you guys. Like, we've learned a lot of things. And even still now we're learning.
Yeah. Got to.
Yeah. Even now we're still learning. We're still growing. We're still evolving. It's not perfect.
No.
It's not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Nowhere near.
So, you know, the one thing that we do is keep God in everything that we do.
It's important. I mean, that is ultimate, the priority on the list.
Yes. And, you know, when we first got married, my husband was the one that said, hey, you know what, God needs to be in everything that we do. Me, I'm like, sure, yeah, but I didn't really do what I was supposed to do. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really do what I was supposed to do. And it took my husband, you know, praying and doing the things that he were doing for me so that I could get back on track. And vice versa. When he's not on track, you know, praying and fasting for my husband, that's what I do. And so now we're to the point where it works because we do it together. We bounce off each other now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You got to.
Yes.
We did a lot of things like watching on YouTube, not just regular YouTube channels, but specific people that we look up to, you know, as far as Tina and what's his name?
We look at 10 Minutes with Teddy and Tina.
Yeah, that's awesome. But stuff, other stuff like that. And I didn't want to go into detail, but other people like that. I will say the Browns.
Tamla Man.
Yeah, the Mans, not the Browns.
Yeah, okay.
That's the show.
So you ain't watching them too much if you don't know their name.
No, I don't. They're older couples that we look up to. And the funny thing is that although we look young, and there may be other couples that are older than us, or even over here on, you know, YouTube channels, but the most around us, we're actually the older couple. That don't mean that she's older than her friends or nothing like that, or older than my friends, but as a couple, we are the oldest. And
we're the oldest married. No, we're not oldest. What he means is we've been in a relationship longer than most of our friends. We have friends that got married after us. And so sometimes they ask us for advice, sometimes they may not. You know, and one thing that makes me scared, I can't speak on KO, is, you know, once we do have kids, keeping the spice in our marriage and stuff, because we do have some of our friends who've gotten married and had, you know, a kid or kids. They have drifted away from each other. They do not be with each other anymore. And so I want to make sure, you know, now that I'm learning how to, you know, communicate, tell him how I feel. I make sure now that, you know, when he's telling me he needs something, that I understand his needs and his wants, because I don't want us to have a kid come and then we're not on the same page. Like,
yeah, no, it's the same for me. I mean, as a husband and a man anyway, we're supposed to be, you know, making sure we meet and satisfy all needs of your woman, of your wife. That's important. That's key to the relationship. Because, you know, like they say, you know, you lose them, you know, if you're not paying attention, you're not paying attention. And I don't ever want that to happen, because this one right here, she's awesome.
You're being shaky hands.
Oh, I'm being shaky because you're driving, you know.
His hands is getting tired.
She getting shaky head on the steering wheel.
Yes. Sorry, I'm sorry.
She's getting sleepy. She's been sleepy.
I'm not sleepy. I took a nap.
You hungry?
I'm hungry. We gotta stop to get something to eat.
Something, see? That's an attentive husband right there. Look at that. Look at God.
You guys, that's something you gotta be attentive. You gotta be listening. I know that my husband gets tired of me being like, "You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me."
Especially when I am. You know,
you are not listening to me. Like right now, you are not listening to me. No, I'm just playing.
See? No, that's a legit. I mean, we argue. You know what I mean? That's for real. You know, a couple who tell you they don't argue, then they're not a couple. there are a couple of people sitting, a pair of people sitting next to each other, but they're not in a real relationship, you know? Right. So, that's what it is.
Ooh, baby. Sorry to interrupt you, but date night. We do date nights. Once a week.
Yes.
Once a week, we do date nights. It doesn't matter what day it is. Sometimes we do date nights more than once a week, but we date each other.
And we don't even, we do and we don't. What I mean by we do set dates as far as like, okay, we need to do this on this date. That's because of our schedules. But at the same time, we also make sure to not just say we got to be consistent on keeping dates.
Right.
We be like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's go have a yogurt.
Let's go have yogurt.
You know what I mean? Some frozen yogurt. Oh yeah, I done download the app finally after being going so many times, so I can stack up. And it's something we like to do. You know?
we love just like going on random dates. Especially with us being in school and we have 2 different schedules, well, now our schedules are going to be different. We had 2 different schedules, but now my husband is trying to take up entrepreneurship because of, working in a mortgage field. You get laid off a lot when things are slow. And so now my husband says, you know what, babe, I wanna, start my own business. And you guys, that's one thing that I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm glad that I brought this up because maybe somebody can give me advice on this. But with him starting his own business, I'm like so nervous. It's not that trust me, it's not that I do not believe in him, because I do. It's just like, wow, like we went from making sure it was going to be steady income to now we don't know when the income's going to be coming in. And so
I mean, side note, I mean to interrupt, but on another video, that's going to be another video I'm going to talk about, what happened and what I'm trying to do going forward and stuff like that. I can get into details for you in another video.
Yeah. So we just like, now it's just like, okay, he's picking this up and I need to be supportive 100%. And I found myself kind of being like, I'm supporting you. But then I'm like, I don't know. And so, and this is one of the obstacles of marriage, like.
When things change.
When things change and you don't like change. If you're like me, I personally, change is okay. I can adjust to it. Do I like it? No. I don't like change.
You got financial change.
I don't like it.
You got health changes. I mean, I'm saying, not just what's happening with us, but it can happen to anybody. You got financial change, health changes, sex changes. But seriously though, you got a lot of different changes that can happen. And the thing about change is unexpected. It is unexpected. Expect the unexpected, honestly, when you're in a relationship. Because when you dedicate, be committed to something, don't be just committed to the same thing to remain forever.
Right.
Because for one, if nothing else changes, our health does. Even if you don't get sick, one of us passes or we both pass. Either way, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. We don't live forever. So knowing that fact that you can pass at any day, from regular things or something dangerous, just know that to expect to change.
Yeah. And another thing is that whenever this happened, because this just recently happened, we kind of contemplated about our trip, and we decided that we were still gonna go because everything was paid for. But it's just one thing that KO has said to me was like, babe, look, this is happening, but God does everything for a reason, and you can't say you trust in God, but then you're over here being like, oh my God, I need to make sure this is done, this, that, instead of letting God take over. And that's true, because I am the kind of person where I like stuff to kind of be in order.
Yes, she does.
I like it a certain way. And so when I like something a certain way, to me, it needs to flow that way. And I'm working on it. I really am.
not no sugarcoater. You're working on a lot of different things, and I mean, I think you're handling it well. It can be always much worse.
It can be much worse, and that's one thing you told me too.
You just gotta have faith in yourself, in each other, and in God for most of all.
Yeah.
So
that's what we gonna do, guys. But thank you guys for watching our video. Again, please subscribe, share our video. If you have any advice for us, comment below. You know, I feel like you can take advice from people that have been through. Everybody has a different testimony, so I feel like whatever testimony you have, share it. People can learn from it. You know, that's the whole point of us going through trials and tribulations, so that we could tell somebody what we've overcome. And so this TTC is another thing that's an obstacle in our marriage, but you know, hey, we know we're gonna get through it.
I finally got my wife to say that she's gonna allow us to get a dog baby.
I said when we get a house, okay?
Yeah, I know, but then you also...
Oh, I told my sister if her dog is so cute, I told my sister if she didn't want her dog, that we would take him.
See what I'm saying?
He's a cute little poo-poo.
Get my little wins, you know, sometimes.
Yeah. He wants to substitute a dog. I guess, right? Substitute for a dog instead of a kid?
No, I'm just saying live life in the moment. You know, that's the main reason. But that's a whole nother video, guys.
And
y'all will hear from me. I'm not gonna say y'all will, because I'm gonna have to, you know, I got the time now, you know, honestly. So I get to, you know, vlog and let you guys inside on what's going on, and I can finally do that video of music and stuff like that, beats and stuff like that. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys, and we'll holler at you another time.
Bye.
Deuce.